Hi, in today's video I wanted to go over what is my E.D.C, so everyday carry, basically the essential items that I don't leave home without. Now there's plenty of videos on YouTube around E.D.C. I believe it probably started off in the States, or was termed in the United States, and you'll see a lot of the guys there will carry 1, 2, even 3 different firearms and large blades. So I'm based in the UK, so don't have access to firearms or large knives, nor would I want to. So for people like myself that live in countries that don't allow firearms and large blades, then this is more of a everyday man's guide to E.D.C. So this is just things that I carry in pockets, on my wrist, belt loop, but basically that I wouldn't think of leaving home without. The first essential item, which I'm sure everyone has these days, is a smartphone. Now, I'm no tech whiz. This particular phone is a Samsung Galaxy A40, and I can say it's a very solid smartphone. It handles everything I want it to do. Now this thing obviously calls and communications, Google searches, but through the apps you can have spirit levels, torches and currency converters, everything. So I'm sure no one else leaves their home without their phone. Secondly, some form of payment. Simple billfold wallet here, so it has my money notes in, and secondary cards, vouchers, pictures of the wife and kids in there. More interesting is this, which I got as a Christmas present probably 2 years ago now, which is an R.F.I.D blocking card wallet. So radio frequency identity theft is a big thing, and contactless fraud now. So this little foldable wallet, you put your cards into this aluminium area here, which basically makes it secure from people that are trying to steal your identity or maybe take contactless payment. But there still is room for other cards. I've got £20 note in there just as a bit of a backup for cash. Coffee card, little multi-tool here. And then what's neat about this is you don't even really, for most use, have to even open it. You just flick the bottom, all the cards pop up and they're fanned so you can see which card it is you're after, and you basically just take that card out, pop it straight back in again. So really neat. I think this is a generic make wallet, but it's standing up really well. Like I said, it's in and out of the pocket every day, and there's no real signs of wear on this. I don't think it's very expensive, but it's a great product. I've currently got 6 cards in here, and I believe, let's have a look, 1, 2, 4 of them are embossed, 2 are not, so it all depends. That's a snug fit, so you wouldn't get 6 embossed cards, but you may get 8 or 9 non-embossed cards, so really see what fits and what works. But fantastic item, and I'll link to something similar in the description below, and I'll link to anything here that I can find on Amazon that's the same thing or similar as well, so please check out those links. It does help the channel along. Next is something that's pretty new for me. I got this for my birthday this year, so in May, and it's an absolutely fantastic dive watch. Not that I go diving, I just like the look. And this is the Phoibus PX002C, so all stainless steel, 300 meters water resistant screw down crown, 120 click bi-directional dive time bezel, screw down crown, giving it that 300 meters water resistance. Absolutely fantastic watch, and I think a lovely looking watch. And for £100, I don't think you get a better spec'd watch either. So Phoibus, not a name people are really maybe that familiar with. Comes out of China, but the build quality is really good, and the spec, let's say at the price, is probably unbeatable. It also has a sapphire crystal on there as well. And then last up, obviously if you're leaving the house, you want to lock the house, and you're probably going in your car, so some house keys and some car keys and an alarm for the house. But the two main items here, which I've got on detachable keychains here, is the Olight torch, which I've done a separate review and video on as well, which I'll link to. But for between 15 and 17 pounds, black one is 15. This desert tan version is 17, 18 pounds. Absolutely fantastic, rechargeable, 150 lumens brightness, and you know, you don't even know you're carrying it, so I think that is essential. And then also, I think, you know, saved me loads of times and other people, if it's just opening a box or a carton or have needing a screwdriver or a pair of pliers, a little pocketable multi-tool. This particular one is the Gerber BG, which I think is Bear Grylls, and even has his signature on there. I don't believe this version is available anymore, but again, this was about, I think, £15, something like that at the time of purchase, and I've had this a good 4 or 5 years. So straight blade, serrated blade here, and then on this side we've got a bottle opener with large flathead screwdriver. On this side there's an attempt at a Phillips head screwdriver, smaller flat blade here, and lastly a pair of tweezers there. But really great little tool, and to have that in your pocket all the time, I think you just wonder how you get by without one when you don't have one. I do also have a bag, a small bag that I put in the car when we're going out anywhere, that has some other items in, again from a UK perspective, and not to protect myself but more to entertain and look after myself and the family. So I'll probably go through that on a separate video, but for today these are the items that I just wanted to share. If anyone has any questions on any of them, please leave them a comment and I'll get back to you, and I will probably in the future maybe dive into more detail on some of these ones as well. Thanks very much.